It happens probably once a year, maybe a little less frequently than that, but probably once a year you'll see this uh, store accused where their loss prevention officer has conducted, I kid you not, conducted a cavity search on some 14, 15, 16-year-old girl. I can tell you exactly what this is. Let me save your career. It seems like you think, oh, this is something, Larry, I would never do. Believe me, it happens. It happens by accident, and it's because the loss prevention officers aren't trained about this. I'm going to share it with you here. Hi, this is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com. I'm the creator of the Investigator's Ultimate Guide series, which is premium private investigator training from someone who's been there and done that. Again, been there, done that, learn from somebody who knows what they're doing. I got 5 years full-time loss prevention under my belt. It's about 10,000 hours. Maybe if you're looking for a quick thumbnail of what might make somebody an expert, or at least one hurdle they got to get over, 10,000 hours is a handy, if sometimes misunderstood, rule about somebody who has an expert level of knowledge. Here's what happens. A girl or a couple of girlfriends will go into a store, usually a large store with a lot of money, and steal something small, like a bracelet is the one I most commonly see this done with. And they'll steal it. They'll think they're being original. They've invented something new in their 15-year-old infinite wisdom, and they will conceal the bracelet in their mouth. They'll walk out of the store. The loss prevention officer will approach them. Excuse me, miss, I need to speak with you about some unpaid for merchandise. The girl will say, I don't have anything. What are you talking about? He goes, no, you have a bracelet. You put it in your mouth. No, I don't. Open your mouth. Let me see. And when she does, that's a cavity search. It's not what we think of as a cavity search, but when the lawyers sue the store and the loss prevention officer, that's the way they phrase it. So clever on their part to arguably extort the maximum amount of money they can out of a large store. Here's the problem too. The stores, what's their comment when this type of thing and the lawsuit, that's public record, it's out there. The lawyers are going to tell the media about it, especially, and they're going to quote right out of there, conducted a cavity search on this teenage girl. The company is going to say, we don't comment on ongoing litigation, which is arguably a smart approach, maybe not where you got to end it. So now the company has to spend all this time, energy, and money defending themselves and repairing their reputation with the general public, right? How much advertising do they got to spend to undo this fact that's very, very misleading? Even if the person is guilty of the theft, even if it's just looking in the mouth and it's not what we think of as a cavity search. Okay, horrible, horrible stuff. How do you prevent this from happening? One, my loss prevention brothers and sisters, that be aware of that. Don't do that. Number two, I would never have messed around with an $8 bracelet, a $5 pair of sunglasses. Think about what's worth it and what's not. Check with your supervisor or manager if you have questions about that. You might want to kind of like not approach except for, if it's really truly worth it. $8 costume jewelry bracelet. It's not worth the potential liability. Even if everything kind of goes right, any little thing or an accusation later might be a problem. Finally, stay within your company policies, your store policies on these things. Here's what you have is they're going to be much more restricted than what's allowed by state law. And so you're really kind of inside the safe zone, the boundaries, if you follow your company's policies and procedures. All of this stuff has happened before for generations of loss prevention people. The companies they know this. Their lawyers have had to deal with all of this. So they've crafted those policies and procedures, as stupid as they may seem sometimes to you and me. They're there for a reason. If you stick within those policies, you're gonna avoid this type of problem. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer all that I can. In the meantime, this is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com. Remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.